Eivor, I have you and Kira to thank for curing my men. Even if the source of this succor does not sit easily with me.
Not all druids are your enemies, Lord. It is the children of Danu who attacked you.
Kira has told me of this druid cult. They are no great threat if they must strike from the shadows.
Perhaps they only sought to sow doubt among their enemies, and the friends of their enemies.
I regret my earlier distrust, but I've seen too much Irish blood spilt by Danes to give trust easily.
I know what it is to be bloodbound, Lord. It burns so bright it can blind to all else.
So, King, if Aileach is the prize, how do you mean to take it? The ring fort there is the strongest in all the lands.
Yet the kings of Aileach dwell outside its protection, foolishly leaving themselves vulnerable.
Still, that's a long march over uncertain soil. Your army will be exposed to forces unknown.
Abaddon has offered land at Clogher, where our army will make camp. From there, we move on to Aileach.
This just arrived. The kings of Aileach want to talk peace.
They surrender before you touch their soil? I know those who would die for such a reputation.
I don't like it. The wording is vague. Asking much and promising little.
What's the harm in hearing them out? If we start with the sword, we have nowhere else to go. They know me, they'll listen.
You would speak for me?
If you would honor me with your trust.
Do you have an opinion, Eivor? Or will you simply side with your cousin?
My cousin gives wise counsel. You lose nothing but time. And if talking fails, answer with steel.
Time marches more quickly when you have an army to keep fit and fed. But I will consider your words. My life has been one of warfare, plots and intrigue. I have never known the trust of a brother, and do not give mine over easily. Bareth MacIver, King of Dublin, I hereby authorize you to speak for me, Flann Sinna, High King of Ireland and all of her people.
I will honor the faith you have placed in me, my king.
Do I have your blessing to accompany Bareth, King Flann?
I'll not waste our time on formalities, Eivor. But you'll not be going with Bareth. I need you elsewhere.
Tell me where.
You must build up some goodwill among the northern Aile, as you've done for other kingdoms. Kira will provide the details at the pigeon coops.
I will earn you their favor, Lord, for the trust you've shown my cousin. Leave this place. Just need to get out of here now.
Pick the nest there. Using shrubs for cover.
Now, to get out of here. best go see him at Clocher.
God has heard my prayers.
You flatter me, Lord. But what's wrong? Where's Barith?
He's not returned. Nor have two messengers sent after him.
This cannot be simple misfortune. It hints at some dark design.
Do you wish you'd taken up Eivor's offer earlier?
Aye. We may have lost 3 souls for not giving it more serious consideration.
Let me go after him, Lord. If he lives, I will find him.
Even with your cunning and guile, you would not go unchallenged. Not without a king's pass, and few Vikings have those.
I'd wager a few from Donegal do.
Donegal? A Norse settlement?
A port on the western shore. A fair bit of their trade finds its way to Aileach, so someone there is bound to have a pass.
Is this port well guarded?
It's crawling with Norsemen grown lazy on success. They'd not expect someone to go Viking on them.
Good. I'll go to Donegal now and get one of these passes. With your leave, Lord.
If it means fewer lives lost, you have my blessing.
If there are any king's passes to be had, I may well find one here. That one looks like they would have business with Allah. This should get me through Allah's gates.
What business have you here?
The business of kings. Here's my pass.
Go on, then.
Who are you to come before the kings of Aileach unannounced?
Fergal. You're not Fergal. I don't know you.
I am Sturm of Donegal. Who's Fergal?
The king of Dublin speaks of a cousin who advised us for a time. A glorified goat herder who should have taken our advice. So, Sturm, what brings a Viking from Donegal here?
You tell me. I came at your invitation.
There's some mistake. I sent no such message. It wasn't me. It could have been you-know-who. But he hates Vikings. Forgive my brother's bluntness. We will get to the root of this, I assure you. Can I offer you a drink?
Yes? More drink? I haven't seen the bottom of my cup since I got here. If I wasn't a trusting man, I'd say they're trying to keep me drunk.
No drink for me. I'll return when you have finished your king's business.
If it's not drink you're wanting, you should take a tour of the ring fort. It's renowned throughout the land.
As we've told you several times, King Barda, the ring fort of Valhalla is not open to guests. In fact, you could even say that it's closed for a select few.
Ah, so you're keeping prisoners there. Oh, have a drink, you two. Do you think I haven't taken a few hostages myself?
I'll seek out a place to rest until you remember why I was summoned here.
Of course, of course. Your pass will grant you free run of this place.
If you see Fergal, say hello for me.
For the last time, Barrett, the ring fort is off limits.
If I read Barith right, freeing Fergal could be key to liberating Aileach. And to do that, I need to get inside that fort. My pass won't get me into that ring fort. I'll need to find another way. Is there someone here named Fergal?
I am he. Who wants to know, Viking?
I serve Bardith Makiva and King Flann Shinna. They offer you freedom.
Thank you, friend. Behind us! Remain steadfast! Not you! Going to feed... Watch my lead! Getting tired? I'll skate away! Climb or die! God won't let us loose! Yeah! Worms take you! Get round the side! Work with me! We'll have your guts out! Mongrel!
Join us, cousin. We've been having a grand old time, the kings and I.
It's the abbot who's turned this place into a prison. He's taken hostages from all the families to control all of Ireland. Shut your gab, Domhnall. Owen will kill you if you talk too much. And Flann will kill us if we don't. It's like Domhnall said, it was Owen. He told us to delay whoever came until...
Until what?
Until the abbot can move his forces in.
How many men? How many?
We don't know. No one does. He has some companies at Armagh, more men than he lets on. That's all I know.
Left to my cousin, you'd both be puddles of blood and guts. But King Flann might spare your heads. You'll be treated as hostages, not prisoners, until your king decides what to do with you. Now, think on your sins. It'll be easier in the end to let them keep their crowns, but they don't need to know that yet.
Flann must learn of this trap.
I've already sent messengers telling him to pull his army back. I wasn't going to sit on my arse waiting for you.
I'm impressed.
Don't be. It took days of drinking that swill before Neil finally grew bored and careless.
You have outdone yourself. I'll be sure to let the king know who the real hero was today.
Thanks to you, cousin. Make sure that message reached Flann and I'll join you all later. May Sol and Mauni guide ye.